So now I was telling you class 8 biology chapter 1, that is crop production and management. We had started it and had stopped at what is hoe. And now let's see plow. Now it's also an instrument used for plowing. Now it's a traditional method. It is most ancient method for plowing the seeds. It contains a triangular iron strip which is called as a plowshare. Then there is a long rod of wood called as plow shaft. The, the one end of the shaft has handle and another end is attached to a beam which is placed on a pair of a bull. Now we'll see that. So you can see the plow here. It's a traditional plow. Now you can see the plow share and the plow shaft here. Now let's see the modern method of plowing. It is a modern method of plowing done these days. It involves the use of tractor to drive it. Now the instrument looks like this and it is attached to a tractor and then it is used. And let's see the importance of cultivator. It saves labor and time involved during plowing. Now in hoe it's not that technical, but you need a lot of time to plow the whole land. But for plow you need time, but not that much time compared to hoe. But cultivator does is very fast, so it is one of the efficient method for plowing. Now let's see applications of manure and fertilizers. Now first we'll see manure. Manure is an organic matter that is used as an organic fertilizer in agriculture. Most manure consists of animal feces. Other sources include compost and green manure. Now, manure is an organic matter made up of organic substances. It is used as an organic fertilizer in field, and you add natural substances, biodegradable substances in this manure. So, a fertilizer or a is any material of natural or synthetic origin that is applied to soil or to plant tissues to supply one or more plant nutrients essential to growth of plants. Now, manure are nutrient specific. They are not nutrient specific. You have more nutrients but in small amount. Whereas fertilizers are nutrient specific. They may have one or two nutrients only, but in larger quantities. Now this is a fertilizer. Now let's see the difference between fertilizers and manure. So first of all, the manure is natural, fertilizer is man-made. Manure is organic in nature, whereas fertilizer is organic in nature. Manure, it always adds humus to the soil, whereas fertilizer does not add any humus. Now manure is nutrient specific, is not nutrient specific as I told you now, and fertilizer is nutrient specific. Manure is cheap as you can make it in your home also. Whereas fertilizer is costly, you need to go to shops and buy it. And it can be prepared in field, that's manure can be prepared in field, whereas fertilizer is prepared in factories. Now let's see irrigation. Irrigation is a process of applying water to the crops artificially or naturally to fulfill their water requirements. Some nutrients may also be applied to crops through irrigation. Now, irrigation in simple words means to water plants. Now, here you can see in this water you may add some mineral. The water which is flowing here, you can add some manure, you can add some nutrients to it, and as the water will be moving, the nutrients will get deposited there only. And some types of irrigation are modern and traditional ones. So now we'll see the modern and the traditional methods in detail. So traditional methods include dhekli, chain pump, moat and rahat. Dhekli, dhekli, as you can see here, is like a well, and the well, it's like a well, but you need you need not need any human power there. It is attached to a branch where you need to attach a rock to it. The water automatically comes up due to the pulley system there, and you take the water. Now mohat, as you can, is similar to dhekli. There you need a bit of human power. Chain pump, the two wheels are attached. There also do not need human power. In rahat, you need the power of animals but not humans. Now the modern methods of irrigation, they are drip irrigation and sprinkler irrigation. Now drip irrigation is watering the plants directly to the roots. Now you can see here a drop of water is being watered to a plant's root directly, and sprinkler irrigation is watering the plants with the help of sprinklers. Now you see a sprinkler that is watering the plants. Now weeding. Let's see what's weeding. Now what is weed? Weed is a plant considered as undesirable in a particular situation. You can say weed is a plant in the wrong place. Now there are few methods to do weed, to take out the process of weed. That is, you can take out them manually, you can add some chemicals, or you can do it mechanically with the help of trowel and harrow. So now you can see you can do weeding with the help of machines, with the help of chemicals. You can do it with the help of some organisms or insects too. So now here you see a trawl. Now this is a trawl. Now this is a weed, it has been removed from the root only. Now how do you do it with machines is you take roots, you take the harrows and trawls. In biological way, you add some insects so that they eat up the weeds. You in chemical form, you add some chemicals. Now pests. Now pest is an organism that is not that useful for the crop. Now pest control is the regulation or management of a species defined as pest. A pest is a member of animal kingdom that impacts adversely on human activities. The human response depends on the importance of the damage done and will range from the tolerance through deterrence and management. To attempt to completely eradicate the pest control measures may be performed, a part of an integrated pest management strategy. Now pest is any unwanted organism. Now you need not need it, but they come. Now why you do not need them? If those pests come, they may eat up, they may cause any damage, or they may cause any harm to the crop or our crops. So that you can do pest control with chemicals, or you can leave other organisms that will eat up the crops, which are the pests which are not harmful for our crops. Now, when once our crops are ripped, you need to harvest them. Now, harvesting is a process of gathering a ripe crop from the field. You can do it manually as you are seeing in this picture, or you can use a harvester also. That harvester is a fast method. Now you are seeing a harvester you remove them from the roots only. Now, threshing. Threshing is a process of loosening the edible part of a grain from the chaff to which it is attached. It is a step in which grain separates from the stack. Threshing does not remove the bran from the grain. Now, bran means the outer covering. Now, the outer covering is removed to another process called as winnowing. Now, winnowing a free grain from the lighter part of the chaff, dirt, etc., especially by throwing it into the air and allowing the wind or a forced current of air to blow away impurities. Now you can see here the person is throwing the seeds from a height. The grains being weight, they fall straight, whereas the chaff which is lighter, they blow away and settle at the another place. That is winnowing. Now, after you have threshed and winnowed your harvested crops, you need to store them. Now, harvested grains are usually dried before stored because moisture encourages the growth of microorganisms. They are then stored in metals or earthen containers, in gunny bags or grain silos. The godowns where grains are stored are first fumigated. Fumigated means to clean, to get rid of pests. So now this is all about the food resources that we get from plants. Now let's study the animal part or animal resource. Now, what is animal husband? That animal resource is also called as animal husbandry. Animal husbandry is the science of breeding, caring, rearing, and overall management of farm animals. It might be cattle, fish, honeybees, or any other commercial. It is for commercial purpose. Now, why do we practice animal husbandry? We practice animal husbandry for dairying, for poultry, for apiculture, and for pisciculture. Apiculture means rearing honeybees on a large scale is apiculture. Fishery means cod and sharks are reared or used for obtaining oil used for medicinal purpose and as a rich source of vitamin D. Rearing on a large scale for commercial purpose is pisciculture. Now you are seeing a person removing bees from their home or the rack where they have breeded and they have left the honey, and you see a pond where they have reared fishes for commercial purpose. So this ends our chapter, crop production and management. Thank you. Hope you all have understood the chapter. Thank you.